This is Current Affairs channel of Radio Pakistan and I'm your host Ali Jannat. Today we have a very special guest, His Excellency Foreign Minister, International Cooperation, African Integration and Guinean Abroad, Mr. Excellency Dr. Morissanda Kouyaté. Mr. Excellency, thank you very much for your time, for your precious time in fact, and welcome you to Pakistan. How are you doing?
I'm fine, you are welcome, and I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, thank you very much. Firstly, I would like to know, His Excellency, is this your first visit to Pakistan and how did you find Islamabad?
This is my first time. I will be back quickly because I discovered a very nice country with nice people and good leadership. You know, it's not frequent that I came from civil society. The role of civil society is I spend my time to make a criticism that will be very critical. So I'm saying what is coming from my heart, what I am saying. I'm so happy to see that this country become the locomotive of the Ummah Islamic, because the development of this country, what we are seeing, the discipline of people, the people are enjoying their life here, their country. All of you are engaged to do something, to make a difference, to show that it's possible to be at the highest level. So I'm so impressed. That's why I met some leaders here, and quickly I request to have a very strong cooperation between Guinea and Pakistan, because Pakistan is a good example.
Thank you very much for your this impression. Excellency, how do you see the significance of OIC, especially bringing Muslim countries under one roof?
You know this, when you believe in something, you will continue to work hard to show what you can do to respect that. But we, the Muslim community, we are not believing in something. We are believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the greatest thing. So for me, OIC is the materialization of our common faith, to translate this faith into concrete action here in the world, to make equality, to make justice and equity in the world, around the world, everywhere. So for me, OIC is the best instrument to do that, to achieve this objective.
All right. Do you acknowledge Pakistan's role to address problems faced by Muslim countries?
Yes. You know, Pakistan, today I took part to the air show, the demonstration of army. I was so proud because I said, at least we have one country that can be the voice of the Ummah Islamic. We are not, we are in the world. Nobody wish war, but we have to be concrete. Now there is war everywhere. The last one is now Ukraine war and so on. So the world is not stable. So for the Ummah Islamic, we have to know who can be our umbrella.
Yes.
And I can see now this Pakistan is playing this role of umbrella for the Ummah Islamic. Yeah.
So how can OIC play its role to resolve Kashmiri and Palestinian issues? What do you say?
You know, this Kashmir problem, Palestinian problem, there are not problems because we know the solution.
Yeah.
Well, we can continue to say problem until we get the solution. But for these problems, We have the solution. The only thing that we have is to fight to implement the solution. In the Kashmir problem, in the Palestine problem, everybody knows, and we are repeating every day the solution. So our role now is to bring the international community, the true one, bring the international community to talk together, to spread peace in the world, and to bring the justice and equity. And so OIC can play this role by coming together as one nation.
So, what about Afghanistan situation and Afghanistan crisis? In your opinion, how humanitarian crisis can be overcome in Afghanistan? And do you think that Pakistan is rightly playing its role to address this issue?
You know, the Afghanistan is now the advancement is good because now the Afghans are trying to play their role, and this Muslim country with the OIC and Pakistan can just help this nation to solve the problem at any level, at the economical level, at the cultural level, at the social level. So the Pakistan can play a very good and a very strong role for that.
Yes, and how do you see the unity of Muslim countries to combat especially Islamophobia?
It's very important to talk about. You know, during this meeting, we talk about Islamophobia. It's true. Islam is peace, really. And some people are trying to turn that to show the Islam as a aggressive organization, aggressive religion. So, of course, we have extremists who are playing also this role, taking our ID, our passport.
Yes.
Doing the crime with the name of Islam. We have to combat first this extremism to show the good side, the good part of Islam to the rest of the world. But we have also to combat people who are thinking that Islam is violence. You can't make this big mistake, making confusion between the extremists, the terrorists, and the Islam. So, but many people, they know that it's not something, but by Islamophobia, they are bringing to put all of us in the same place. They all are terrorists or extremists. No. So I'm very happy to see that the United Nations now adopt a resolution to combat Islamophobia, and we all must come together to support this combat. Under
the umbrella of OIC. So let's talk about OIC once again. How do you see the role of Foreign Office under the supervision of Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi?
You know, I know the Honorable Qureshi before coming here because Guinea, my country, was the president for G77 plus China for 1 year. And we hand over to Pakistan. Pakistan is now president of the G77 plus China. And I share some speech and experience with His Excellency Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs. I can assure you.
Okay. All right.
He's one of the best minister I knew, and he's talking with his heart. He loves his country, and he's mobilizing his troops to give to the rest of the world the good image of this country. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate him. He's a good friend, really.
All right. So what will be the impact of relation between Pakistan and the African integration and Guineas abroad? What would you see and its impact after your visit from Pakistan?
Yeah, I met a lot of people and I met a lot of leaders, and even today I met some responsible of the army. So In many, many places, we can get the experience and the support from Pakistan. And we can share also our experience with Pakistan because Guinea is a founder member of OIC.
Oh, I see.
We are politically, we fought for the dignity of many, many countries. Even we sent in many times troops to support the liberation forces for Africa. So we are well known. And I would like to take this opportunity because we are following the same path to make a strong, very strong, the cooperation between the Guinea and Pakistan in terms of business, in terms of the fighting against terrorism and extremism. And in many, many, even cultural also. I saw the good music here
Yes.
that I enjoyed. Really.
So bilateral relations between the two countries can be strengthened in many ways, as you mentioned earlier. So how do you see the diplomatic relations at current level between the two states?
I met a very good response here. I know that Pakistan is now reinforcing his position, its position at African level. So they plan to open many, many embassies in Africa. So we also, once I will be back, we will try to put here not only the consulate, but we will ask to have even ambassador here because
Very good.
what we are seeing, it's a big development of our relationship.
Pakistan's emerging role as a leadership, especially in the context of Muslim countries, that's what you mean to say. So Pakistan has gathered all the Muslim countries under one roof. So I would like to know from your side how you can precise the Pakistan role, especially in the context of peace, stability, and unity.
You know, as I said, we need the training first.
Training first.
We need training because you see one of the big challenge now in the 21st century is this extremism and terrorism.
Yes, yes.
You are the only country that succeed to combat this terrorism and extremism. So
Yes.
Pakistan can just train other countries to face to this problem. That's one thing. And also, can you imagine the high technology in this country? I saw many, many young people with high tech, and this is possible. It's very good, and your manufacture and everything can be shared with other people. So it will be a focal point to bring all of us Muslim country in one roof and
Yes.
one umbrella.
So, Mr. Excellency, not only the Muslim countries are now raising their voices against human crisis in Indian occupied Kashmir. So now we have seen that non-Muslim countries are also raising their voices on Kashmir issue and on Islamophobia as well. So in this context, what would you like to say about the Pakistan diplomatic efforts? And do you think that Pakistan diplomatic efforts are now paying back?
Yeah, it's okay. We appreciate what is happening here because for me and for my country, we want just to spread the peace in the world. So this role of making extension of help all part of the fighting and so on, we have to come together to translate the voice of Islam in the world. As the Quran said, we are all brothers and humanity is one. So we have to come together to stop war and about injustice and equity. That's very important.
All right, Mr. Excellency, lastly, your message, what message you would like to give to the people of Pakistan from your countryside?
Guinea, I'm talking on behalf of my president, the President Doumbouya. He has a very high consideration for Pakistan. We are very respectful for Pakistan, what you have done, how you overcome many situations and being now an example for that. So we want to work hard with you, with Pakistan, to share our common experience and to get more from you, because economically we are very rich. We are the second or third most rich country in Africa. We have everything. We have gold, we have diamond, we have bauxite. We are second producer of bauxite. So we can share this with our brothers in Pakistan, and they can share also the training and business and many things also.
Mr. Excellency, thank you very much for your precious time. Thanks indeed. Foreign Minister for International Cooperation, African Integration and Guineas Abroad, he spared time, and thanks indeed once again for your precious time.
Thank you and
Thank you very much.
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.